Okay. Wuhan University. I feel like, you know how everyone goes to Oxford and Cambridge to visit there? I feel like a proper tourist now, visiting a university. 1893. Probably quite old then.
It is quite old.
So, tell me why it's famous.
Because it is old. I think this university was established when they had the war in history. So, yeah, one of the first, maybe oldest university in China. Apparently, it's good.
Apparently it's good, it's definitely good. One of the top ones, I think. Chemistry department. God, it does feel a bit strange just walking around a university.
Oh, this is so normal, like for Chinese people. I had to do this everywhere I go.
And are they much different? Like, it just, can you tell that they're separate universities? Like, surely they're built in a similar way, or do they have a bit of character to them?
Well, if you go to mine, it's so different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
fair
actually
enough.
very different, like university to university. Computer science.
Computer science. Wow. So where should we go?
I think we just walk around. They have a mountain in this university.
They have a mountain.
People normally go.
Maybe we should climb the mountain?
I don't know. Engineering.
Electrical engineering.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way I would have got the grades in the Cao to come to this university. Absolutely no way. I didn't even get the grades to go to the university I went to. And that wasn't even a top university in the UK.
Wait, you didn't even get a grades to go to Harry Wall?
No, don't sound so surprised.
Wait, how did you get in there?
I think that year, Scottish unis were accepting quite a lot of English students just because we paid the full tuition fee price.
So they lowered their entry level for you?
Maybe. They maybe did that. I've heard that actually study becomes a little easier at Chinese university compared to like the Cao.
Yeah.
The level of intensity goes down,
Yeah.
so you have a bit more time.
I feel like your university is more intense than our university. So I basically spent my entire life like studying all the intense environments. I left China school and went
UK university is hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends what university you go to. If you go to like York or even Glasgow, I think it can be pretty hardcore.
The program as well, like computer science was so bad. Like, the management school next to me, they barely had any lectures, no exams.
Really?
I have like 20 exams in a year.
That's such a classic management school
Oh my God.
thing. Don't know what this is meant to do. Nice sports ground. Loads of basketball pitches. Running track. Exercise. This is probably one of many as well.
Gym, that 3 character. I
Oh, a
doubt
gym.
It's the gym. I highly doubt.
It looks like there's a lot of space in there. Looks like a sports hall, so maybe
It doesn't look like they're using it. It's so.
maybe for like gymnastics. We could go in there. How do we go in?
Upstairs, we could
Yeah, let's try. Maybe they've got badminton in there. Let's see what they got in here. Maybe they do exams in here. Cool. This is a really nice basketball court. It's so funny that just anyone can come off the street and walk into these buildings. If you bring a basketball, you just go play. I actually really like it. Makes a difference from the UK where like even the students can't go and play whenever they want to play. So there's 3 tiers of university in China. tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3, and they kind of, what university you go to in a way kind of dictates how successful you're going to be in life, because they're very picky with jobs, and a lot of places will only really take people from certain tier universities, and kids, they have an A-level equivalent called the Gaokao, and there's lots of really interesting documentaries on how brutal this examination is, that they do at the end of high school, and their grade in that basically determines which universities that they can apply for and which ones that they get into. So that's why there's so much pressure from the ages of like 16, 17, 18 to do as well as you possibly can in this Gaokao, because it pretty much determines the rest of your life. I know people will say, oh, well, it's kind of similar in the UK, like you don't get into good university, you can't really get a good job, but it's just not really true. I think maybe a little while ago it was true, but these days I think the university really doesn't matter as much as like your passion for the subject that you're doing. But here it's very much still, you know, oh, I went to Wuhan University, okay, yeah, we'll choose you over someone else even if you don't have like a passion for the subject. But yeah, it just means that these tier 1 universities are really, really famous, and they're always like a tourist destination for travelers coming to certain cities, Beijing, Wuhan, for example. And especially when it's like the Chinese New Year or the other 2 holidays during the year, it's just so busy. You just have people everywhere. It's just like Oxford and Cambridge, really. Just like Oxford and Cambridge, but a little newer. I like this building. Wuhan Law Department. Apparently, well, not apparently, it is, which is apparently, and this is apparently, one of the best in the country, if not the best. It's what it's known for. So, if you want to do law in China, you come to Wuhan University. Also, it's a pretty sweet building, not gonna lie. Definitely rivals some of the UK ones. Blows Harriet Watt out the water. Long way. This is the student halls. I quite like it actually. How does it compare to your halls in the UK if you stayed in? Looks quite similar to Harriet Watt. We've got the unpainted brick. Prison-like. Yeah, just like Harriet Watt. I think I would have felt quite at home here.
Like that mark to come to this university and live in this kind of environment, I would be impressed.
You don't think that's okay?
It's not okay at all. I'm sorry, but
you can make your faces and
shocking.
I mean, like, I quite like it.
Okay.
I would live in it. Like, you just have your front doors, you know, a little bit of communal landing. The only thing I don't like is the fact that you have loads of tourists here just looking down onto your thing.
But you need to share with everything with 4 or 6 or 8 or 10 other people.
Oh, so in these rooms it's just bunk beds, essentially. Okay, well that's shit.
I told you, and you don't know if they have aircon or not. It doesn't seem like they do, and like shit cold in the winter. No.
You're right.
No.
So Jinghua was saying that if you do stay in these halls, you've got like a curfew. So you have to come back from wherever you are after 9 or 10, and then they turn the electricity off. So no computer games, no nothing. Lights off at 11, I think, and that goes for most of the universities across the country. If you're staying in there the uni accommodation. But the uni in Zhuhai, I know that the accommodation costs there were like £50 a month. Yes, you've got to share with 4 people. Yes, you have to share a bathroom. Yes, you've got the curfew. Yes, you've got the electricity, but it's £50 a month. I mean, obviously, it's not worth it. But if you can't afford anything else, then yeah, I think it's a pretty good deal. And you get a load of cheap food from the canteens at the unis as well. But yeah, not for me. Sharing the kitchen, bathroom in my halls was probably enough. I've just noticed they've got little dogs on the roofs of these buildings. So this is the Yellow River. Oh, snap on the cameras. The famous Yellow River running through China, straight through Wuhan. There's a look over the eastern side of the city, the kind of main popular areas over here. And you've got the Yellow Crane Tower from yesterday on top of that hill. You can imagine the amount of industry that has passed up and down this river over the years, and just how important it was to the development of China and its regions, being able to use boats to transport such large quantities of goods. And it is massive, really, really huge. And we're nowhere near the sea as well. It's like the center of the country. I have to make a correction. Rather embarrassingly, I mistook this river to be the Yellow River, but it's not the Yellow River, it's the Yangtze River. So it's not the sixth longest river in the world, it's the 3rd longest river in the world. But yeah, stupidly thought it was the Yellow River. Oh well, I'll just have to edit wherever I've said Yellow River with an asterisk. Classic. But the bridge that is just here was the first bridge over the Yangtze River. And there's a monument here with a quote from Chairman Mao saying something about this being the first bridge. But the Chinese script on it is a bit difficult to read. Nice view from here though.